Hi, everyone, and welcome to this week's episode of the High Level Release Radar, where we recap all the new releases that came out this week. Ryan, we are into October, which means the releases are slowing down, but for one very good reason.
They are kind of at a trickle right now, but they are building up for an incredible release in 2 weeks now. We got 14 days until we're traveling, so the summit is upon us nearly.
Yes, our big event of the year, the party of down, and some of the news, and they'll get announced on the big stage. Let me just share us into the group here. Official community. There we go. Post. And we should be live. As always, if you can see us and you can hear us, please say hello in the comments so that we know we got our stream right. And because we love to see your comments pop up. Ryan, I got some new glasses. What am I wearing these for? Check these out.
Wow.
Hmm?
Look at those.
Yeah, real. I'm
great.
officially a glasses guy now. I spent money on real glasses.
You need to get you a shelf. You can display them at night.
That's right. All right, so shall we hop in? Let's fire up our deck here and let's see what Ryan has prepared for us. Release number 1, we've got granular user permissions for agency and sub-account users live. This is really, really sweet. Something that's been in the works for a long time.
Yes. So if you didn't know, this was a labs feature for quite a long time. It is now officially live in all accounts, and all of the different teams are continuing to add more and more options. So you can really fine tune exactly what each user has access to, what they can do, what they can not do, things of that nature. So really excited to see this expand into further control for admins and agencies alike.
Absolutely. More and more granularity is going to continue to roll out. This is a huge jump forward. First comment of the week, Jordan Barnes. What's up? What's up to you, sir? Happy Friday.
You win the prize.
Hello. You win the prize. Let's talk about our next update. Workflows. We've got custom value picker in dropdown. Oh, wow. Did the label already change to dynamic, numeric, and field dates? This one took me a minute to wrap my head around, Ryan. You want to walk us through this one?
Yeah. So imagine in this use case, I just used sort of the prefix as like the closer or like the setter if you're in a sales situation. And then I put in the user custom value. So what you can do is you can have a tag that has a standard, we're going to use it every time. And then you can have a dynamic part of it that displays as well. So that helps for, all kinds of different use cases where you want to pull in some dynamic content or some dynamic information, data into a tag and not just have it be some super static thing. So that's my understanding of it, and I know it was a big request on the ideas board. So
I saw a lot of people really happy when this rolled out. There were a ton of requests. It makes a lot of sense once you wrap your head around it. Hey, I need to dynamically create a tag in a workflow. Now you can do it. You've got the toggle there. Very nice work from the team. Another one of those sort of enhancements that really unlocks a ton of potential. So really excited to see what everybody does with that one. Next up, chat widget contact form. This is pretty straightforward by the title, but we can now put forms into the chat widget.
Yeah, so the idea here is that there's sort of like 2 settings, and I believe I got the second slide in here. But essentially, this is going to redirect them to a website that you choose. So it can be a form. It could just be a website that has some information along with the form when it's after hours. So if you're doing live chat and that, and you just can't get to it right away, you have a CTA for them to go and fill out a form so that you can contact them later. That's the idea behind this.
Ryan, I think I've got you on this one because I thought the same sort of thing, but I think this is really 2 releases in one. You can add toggle on the form, but then you can also toggle on a call to action that links them out somewhere. So when I was playing with it, I was like, oh, wait a minute. I see. There's 2 different things going on here.
Yeah. So the next slide shows that CTA. And I think perhaps the confusion was like the form. What is the form? So.
Got it.
Yeah.
So, but no, isn't the form a form and the redirect text is a redirect thing, or the form is the redirect?
I believe the form is the redirect, but we might need to see some clarity on this one.
We're going to have to flesh this out, because when I was playing with it, it felt like two different things. But you can definitely add a call to action now that puts a little link icon and takes you elsewhere, and you can specify where they go. So let's all collectively dive in and test that one out and make sure we know what we're talking about here. Next up, WhatsApp got stats and workflow actions. This is very nice. Sort of like, of course, we were going to do this, and here it is. You can now see all the stats for your WhatsApp actions.
Yeah. And of course, that might be a precursor for an upcoming feature we haven't talked about yet. But look to see more stats, metrics, analytics, whatever you want to call them, throughout the app.
100%. But now we can go in our workflows and we can see what those WhatsApp actions, how they're performing, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got, this is another screenshot of the same thing, the more expanded view of your stats. You can then see, like, the line items of all the people. Pretty nice. Next up, we got a security update, auto deletion of API keys after 90 days of inactivity.
Yeah, so security is one of my favorite topics, and this is a really, really good one. You don't want to have API keys that are just floating out there into perpetuity, because it just increases the risk that somehow they get compromised somewhere. So this is a nice preventative measure that we're doing on the front end. And there will be notifications, which you're seeing here, emails and push notifications to, like, in-app about this. So, but again, it's for inactive API keys. So we're not just going to start deleting API keys left and right. But if they're not being used for 3 months, odds are you probably already moved on to a new one, and it should be deleted. And of course, you can take action if need be.
Makes total sense. Nice little security update. Keep people out of trouble. Wang says, "What's up? What is up to you? Hopefully you're having a great Friday, and hopefully you have a great weekend." So that was the last of our releases to go over this week. However, as you can see, we're all getting ready to sprint to Dallas, and
yes, we are.
Where we're going to see just an onslaught of new updates roll out. But let's see what Ryan's put together for us for what we're excited about that's coming soon that we can talk about today. We've got sub-account smart lists. This is news to me. What do we got here, Ryan?
So this was discussed, I think, ad nauseum on a couple of town halls. And I think the biggest issue is that if you're an agency and you go into the agency view and you're looking at your sub-accounts, it's like really tough to get the information or to sort them the way that you want them. And so smart lists are going to come into the sub-account section in the agency view, so that it will allow you to have sort of, your preset smart list for different types of criteria that you might want to filter on, so that you can keep track of the sub-accounts, see different performance metrics, or just group them into different categories. Let's say, like, maybe you sell to 2 different types of businesses and you want to look at, one at a time. So small, but very useful improvement to that UI and how you manage sub-accounts as an agency.
Sweet. Ryan, I pretty sure we had an update rollout that rolled out to everybody that we don't have a slide for that we should show.
Okay. You want to give me a clue? Because I could have missed it. We've got
an action in workflow builder.
What's that?
It's an action in workflows. It creates branches.
Yes.
That's for everybody, right?
That was a really big one too. Let's see if I can pull that up. I actually thought that I had created it, but maybe not.
Yeah, let's do it. Because this is very cool. And I do want to make sure everybody knows that the if-else action got an awesome upgrade. And let's just hop into a workflow here. And we can see, let's see, let's go to one that I know has one here. And, okay, How about new trial? Well, we've got a lot, but I'm sure this one has an if else, so let's check it out. So basically what happens is now it automatically, here we go, puts information into the paths based on the conditions that you set so that you don't have to remember to add a label yourself. So it's like way more intuitive now that we can just look at an if else and see what it's doing, which is really awesome. I don't know if you played with it already. I've already been, reaping the benefits of this.
I have. And in fact, there's another one too that it's those recipes. Did you? Yeah.
So when you go to create, it's for if else, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah. So we've got these pre-built scenarios here, which is awesome because if here, I'm going to go down to the bottom so I don't mess something up here. And let's add an if else. We've got these pre-built recipes. So it's like, oh, I want to split them based on whether or not I have a tag. Oh, I can just grab this and it's going to take me to that condition so that all I have to do is select the tag. Huge time saver. Just really nice little quality of life updates here that I think is awesome. People are going to love it. If you haven't checked it out, hop in. Let us know what you think. And let's take a look. Ryan's got another one coming soon for us. We've got custom menu links in the SaaS configurator. Oh, that would be very sweet.
Yeah. So just imagine you got different plans and maybe you have external things that you want to iframe in, little bonuses or trainings or whatever it happens to be. So now you can do that within the SaaS configurator based on the plan. They'll get different custom menu links.
Yeah, this one makes total sense. I think there's a lot of SaaSpreneurs that probably have to go into every new account and manually create a menu link because they put it in every one of their client accounts. Makes total sense to add it to the configurator. This is awesome. That will save SaaSpreneurs a lot of time. So really good update there. Great pick, Ryan. And it's a short week, but again, that's because we have the LevelUp Summit where we are going to drop probably more than 130 new releases during LevelUp Day. It's one of our favorite times of the year, and the tickets are almost gone. So if you'd like to come hang out with us in Dallas, be the first to see all of these new features, you want to scan that QR code and grab your ticket before it's too late. We're in the final countdown, Ryan.
We are. And I just want to note that the 130 number is at 130 font size. So I wanted to make sure there's some congruency.
Well done.
Yeah, let's light up the tickets, guys. It's now or never. We're getting super excited. So can't wait to see everybody hang out and have a great time, learn a lot of stuff as well.
Absolutely. Howdy to you, Dave. Hopefully you can make it. Hopefully we see you in Dallas. Again, it's just going to be fantastic. We're going to be hanging out with about 1,000 people from the HighLevel community. And it's really going to be, an unforgettable experience. If you've had the chance to be at the last two, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you probably don't. It's hard to really conceptualize how big and awesome this event is. So hopefully you can make it. And summit.gohighlevel.com is where you can get your tickets. And hopefully we'll see you there. But we will see you, one more time before the summit next Friday?
One more time. And then it's sayonara for a week.
Hope everybody has a great weekend and a great week until then.